Hello, my name is Lisette Eusebio. I am an attorney and tech founder, and I've created this channel so that we can all stay up to date with the latest AI and every single legal thing that is happening and influencing the legal industry. And particularly, I've created this channel because I want all of us to be able to have some sort of guidance with respect to what changes are happening in the law that can affect us all. We know that AI is here to stay. It's really not going to go anywhere. So I think it's important for all of us to participate in the changes that are happening and to stay up to date so that we can be able to better advocate for ourselves. So before we continue, I do want to ask you guys that if you find this content useful, if you can please subscribe to the channel, share, like it with anybody else that is also building and that wants to know how to stay in compliance with respect to all the legal issues that are going on and how that is going to affect your new builds as founders, as employers and developers. We just need to stay on top of what is actually happening. Without further ado, let me get into what is happening with the case of OpenAI and Elon Musk. I have been covering this from the very beginning, and we sort of talked a little bit about what is happening so far. We know that OpenAI has presented their case, started presenting their case. Elon Musk has alleged that OpenAI has pretty much taken the non-profit stance and used it in order to obtain talent and in order to obtain funding and get pretty much all the goodwill that one will get when one is building with a mission statement. And a for-profit organization is obviously very different than that. So Elon Musk is arguing that if we allow OpenAI to come into this space, build around a mission statement that pretty much states, yeah, we are building this for the benefit of humanity, then later turns around, changes the structure of that nonprofit, and now he's arguing, Elon Musk is arguing, that OpenAI and Sam Altman have been unjustly enriched and that they have breached their charitable trust. That is the issue that we're dealing with here today. Elon Musk has already presented evidence. It is extremely important for us to understand with respect to what is happening in this case, that the judge has bifurcated the issues. What does that mean? Right now, we're only listening to witnesses testify with respect to liability. We are not listening to any witness, or we're not hearing about any evidence that goes to the remedies of this case. And this is actually very interesting because what is happening is that as a result of those issues being bifurcated, the jury doesn't get to hear information at this time relating to Elon Musk allegation in the complaint about all the side dealings that Sam Altman had been engaging in. So as of today, we don't have any evidence that states that Sam Altman has personally benefited from any of his gains. It's not, as of the documents that have been released, he does not have a stake in the company. So it's really interesting how this is going all to play out. We are waiting to see what the evidence is going to reveal with respect to the liability. And once we have a better idea with respect to that, the judge will then take over the case and decide what she wants to do for the remedies. I have also covered this previously, and we went over about, the issues of how the remaining claims are really equitable claims. And that means that at the end of the day, the judge is going to be the one making the analysis and making the final decision here. Because equitable claims are claims that are really legal based. They require interpretation of law or interpretation of contracts. And in this particular case, we have the governing documents that's really going to be able to speak to OpenAI's ability to actually restructure the organization. And that's the determination that the judge has to make here. Because you have whether they started with this intent. We have two different issues here. We have unjust enrichment, which is obviously the issue where Elon Musk argued they asked for investment funds. They asked for that fund under the guise of acting for the benefit of humanity, for the purpose of helping humanity and providing this information to humanity. This was supposed to be open source. And now he's alleging they stopped even publishing this type of information that would be for the benefit of, all of us. And as a result of that, they have unjustly enriched themselves with respect to any gains that they have obtained that resulted from, the structure that was originally a nonprofit and now is for profit. So that's the unjust enrichment claim. With respect to the other claims, we also have the breach of charitable trust. And that's a little bit more interesting because that's the claim where the judge is going to have to look at the document. She's going to have to say, okay, where is the governance structure? We have a mission statement, but was that mission statement something that was legally enforceable and that could not be changed or breached?